Hi everyone, it's Kimberly. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you guys for watching and subscribing. And I really appreciate all of the support that you guys have given me around my own journey. I'm here to bring you your update for twin flames and collective energies. Those of you on the awakening journey, and this will go from around July 20th through the last week of July, the last full week of July. Um, I'm wondering how everyone's lunar eclipse was. What came to light for you during the lunar eclipse? Comment below. Love to hear. I think that a lot of twin flames are getting a lot of illumination. So you're gonna see it, what your twin flame relationship really is. Is it a real twin flame connection? Have you been with the catalyst? This is going to come to light between now and August. And then in August, either you're going to have a new divine partner that comes in sometime between August and after, or you're going to have the reunion, union with your twin sometime August or after for many of you. And some of you have commented that you've already been in contact and that, but like union isn't imminent just yet, but I feel like that will be for some of you come the August-September timeframe. Others of you, you're going to have an illumination from this lunar eclipse, from these eclipses, that's going to show you, hey, wait, this wasn't my twin flame in the first place, but I am a twin flame and my soul connection is coming in for me. If you guys are having an illumination like that, and illuminations can be shedding light on anything, on karmic relationships, on you're going to see what people are really made of right now. That's one thing that's for sure. You're going to see people's true colors. You're going to know if you have a friend or a foe. You're going to know if you have someone who's loyal or who's not. And it's really not about making it black and white. It's just really about seeing it for what it is. So like there's almost like a veil of illusion that is just fading away and dissipating so that we can see very clearly and receive the truth. And that truth that we receive and that we're brave enough to step into, that is going to help us to move forward. And a lot of the illusion has kept us stuck. So the illusion is, again, dissolving. And I feel a lot of you, like I said, being, excuse me, being brave and just stepping into the truth. And the truth is going to set you free in so many ways. So that's that. So we'll see what messages come through the cards, and we'll also tap into the Ascended Masters and Archangels messages. So this will be kind of like a messages from the Masters and a weekly energy update as I've been combining them. Just a reminder, you guys, I'm still taking appointments, readings, and coaching sessions. You can book on my website, spiritualmaterialgirl.com. Don't forget, I have an audio meditation pack if you guys want to have further tools for your journey. There is a audio recording of a 5D connection tool with your twin flame, as well as a cord cutting tool. It's a sort of a ritual meditation that is going to help you clear energy with anyone, not just with your twin. So those are very effective tools. If you want them, they're only $11. You can purchase right on my website. And what else? You guys, if you want to keep donating, I really do appreciate that. Donating to the channel, donating to my journey with cancer. It is needed at this time, and I really do appreciate any support that you can lend. What else? Okay, that's it. So let's just like dive into the cards. I'm super excited about this reading for some reason. So, okay. Well, no, we're not going to dive into the cards. We're going to dive into the messages with the archangels. So nobody specific stepped forward, but this is my little Mother Mary icon. So I did work on calling her in. I feel like she's around us in a really beautiful presence, like surrounding us with her feminine energy enveloping the collective. She's been doing that, and that's another reason why we're stepping further into our truth. So she's here, and let's just see what messages come through here. Okay, you guys, so this is Mother Mary. She's saying, too many have gone astray. Stay the course. Pray. Um, I feel like when she's saying this gone astray, it's like when we go back into our denial, or we go back into old habits, or we go back into old patterns, or we go back to the thing that doesn't serve us. We go back to the old settings because it feels easier at the time. She's saying stay the course, and I feel like she's talking about the ascension course. It's not like she's not saying wait for your twin flame, because we should never be waiting for anyone. But I think it's really just that she's saying stay the course of your ascension journey. And when you pray, you're praying for everyone. You're praying for oneness. You're praying for yourself. You're praying for those you love. You're praying for all of humanity. I feel like she's saying broaden your perspective too. Broaden perspective. So if you're hung up on like the real 3D details of these soul connections, she's saying it would probably serve you well to pray more in a broader sort of way. Because once you realize that you're one with all, and that your needs and expectations it's not that they're trivial, you have desires for a reason, but she's saying lifting out of that sort of like real heavy focus on the 3D, the expectations, the needs in that sort of way, and broadening what you're asking for, like wellness and health and love, and your connection to the, connection and relationships and friendships and your tribe, and your connection to the world and the healing of the world, and peace. And, as you start asking for those things, like she's saying, you're going to find that your 3D heals too. So I definitely do not feel like she's saying she's not talking about twin flames, wait for your twin and pray. She's saying stay the course of ascension and pray to oneness, pray for peace, pray for yourself, pray for those you love, pray for all in humanity. Broaden your perspective. It's going to help you when you do that. I can almost assure you that's going to help you. It's like on one side, I feel like they're saying there's this total need to be self-loving. It does not mean selfish. It means just self-loving. And on the other side, there's a need to be, my marker's dying, sorry. Loving the world. The universe, I'll say. And you might feel like when you're putting that effort or energy onto yourself that it's off of this, but it's not. These two things are always connected. Okay, so as you are self-loving, you're helping the universe, you're helping the world, you're helping humanity. But then there's also a broader perspective that you can lift out of some of the self-care and self-soothing and self-love, and you can extend love. And the more you get better at this and get centered in yourself with this, okay, the more you're going to be able to hold space for the collective and uplift others. Plus, this is probably going to translate to your acts of service and action that you would take towards others and towards the world at large and towards humanity, okay? And it really does all stem from this self-love. She's saying something else, so I'm just going to clear the board and just see what what else she's trying to tell us. It's funny because she always, when I teach a course, and if you guys want the recording of the Mother Mary workshop that I did earlier this year, you can purchase it for $20 on just email me, let me know, because she's amazing if any of you have worked with her. But she always shows up different for different scenarios, different people. She looks different. She can increase the size of her presence, different colors. Even though I teach you like certain colors that we can use to invoke her, certain things that we can do to invoke her presence, she's showing up in like this larger than life presence, like very, very exaggerated presence right now. And her garb is not, it's weird because normally she has like solid garb and like a solid color, but she's wearing like this robe that's almost like silky, and it has like pattern of almost like flat. It's almost like a feminine pattern, but it has all different colors in it. And I've never seen her show up like this. She's showing me, she's either showing me a daisy or a sunflower. I don't know what it is. It's either or. It's one or the other. So whatever resonates for you, like if we've seen the daisy show up before in one of the channel messages. So I do remember that happening, but she's kind of flashing it at me. I mean, I guess it's a sunflower, to be honest. I think that's what she's showing me. Oh, she's just saying it's time to bloom. August is going to be big. It's a big month. Oh, I have goosebumps. Yeah, so we're seeing the sunflower here. To look up the meaning of sunflower, obviously sunflower has a very bright connotation. Sunflowers are happy. It feels bright. It's the yellow energy. It's the sun energy. And I feel like she's saying August. It's going to be a really big month, and I'm seeing the sunflowers in August. You guys might want to, if there's something you're working on, like a project, or if you're cultivating anything, if you just want to kind of bring in the feeling or essence of love and newness and blooming and flourishing, she say get the sunflowers and put them in a vase and put them in your house, or put them where you can see them. Let's find out why August is going to be such a big month from her perspective. Mother Mary, why is August going to be so pivotal for the collective? She's talking about, and I don't even know anything about this. I don't even know if this is how you spell it, the rosary, right? Her rosary. What is that? You guys, I'm not religious at all, so I don't even know what really the rosaries. I'm like really ignorant with that, so I apologize. That I wish I did know. She's shown me the rosary before. I don't know what it means. Like, I'm literally that dumb when it comes to that, because I just really had not a religious upbringing. So, but she's telling me the word dedication. So I feel you getting rosary beads or something like that, but it feels like she's showing me rose quartz, and she's showing me pink quartz. She's showing me dedication to yourself and to love. So there's like a twofold going on here. Again, she's showing that, just like that diagram I just drew, she's saying you got to be dedicated to yourself. You got to be dedicated to love, loving the universe, welcoming in love, opening your heart to love, and using rose quartz for that. Wearing a rosary. I know they have, like, I have even seen like new age type of modern jewelry, like that are these really pretty rosaries that you can buy now. That might resonate for some of you. Others of you might already have rosaries. I don't I don't know. But again, she's just talking about dedication, and there's like an opening in August, she's saying. So I feel like it's maybe the 818 portal that is going to blow our heart chakras wide open. And like this is around desire, love, romantic relationships. And I haven't even looked at the astrology in August yet because I've had so much going on. So I don't know how this correlates, but I can tell you there's something around desire, love, commitment, relationships coming up around the 818 portal. Huge opening is what she's saying. Huge opening at that time. Opening of our heart chakras and opening to our desires, opening to receiving love. Yeah. I love that. All right, let's go to the cards and see if she can, or whoever's forward with us, any of the archangels can clarify, or ascended masters can clarify further those messages. So we'll pull from the Archangel Ascended Masters deck first, and then we'll pull a tarot spread, okay? So I'm just going to shuffle. So while I shuffle, I'll just kind of talk to you guys for a minute. If anyone wants to follow what I'm doing for my... If you guys like to access information for your ascension, like high vibrational food and high vibrational living, like I post a lot on my stories on social media. I'm showing you how I'm healing my cancer naturopathically. I'm showing you recipes and all sorts of things for high vibe living. So here we go. Health and healing. So she wants, like, I'm here going through this so that I can lead some of you into a higher way of, like, I know that, like, I'm supposed to be role modeling this for some reason. And if it's not me, there's so many amazing teachers and healers when it comes to healing yourself, self-healing, ascension foods, ascension diet, high vibrational living. Like, just find those tools. But I was going to say, if you guys want to follow on social media, you'll have access to all that. So it's just at Spiritual Material Girl on Instagram or Facebook. And this is Hilarion coming in to say, you've done a lot of the emotional healing. It's time for your physical body to integrate. And we got this message in the last week's reading. I feel like pay particular attention to your physical body in the different modalities that you could be working with, like Reiki, acupuncture, just energy work. This is also about transmuting some of your more healed emotional energy into the body by up-leveling your habits and what you put in your body, what you put on your body. This week in summer camp, my program that's going this summer, we're looking at sense and sensitivity. So we're looking at the senses, the third eye, the gut, but we're also looking at our sensitivities. So we're examining where we're sensitive, where maybe we're in denial about, or we're not telling ourselves the truth. And that could be anything in your environment that you put in or on your body or that's around you. And one of the things that I was saying in the program is that, like, we all deny because of the pleasure principle, because we want something or we like something or we're in a habit of something. We'll sometimes lie to ourselves about how it's agreeing with us or whether it's good for us or not. So pay particular attention to those things that aren't agreeing with you or aren't working for you, and make necessary changes. But this is also about, like, transmuting some of the more healed energy into the physical body by up-leveling your habits, by up-leveling your diets, your habits, and how you're treating yourself, as well as I feel like the balancing of the chakras. And some of you need to call in outside practitioners to help you balance your energy. Some of you will be doing it on your own. Either way, this is about balancing and integrating your physical body. So actually, we'll put Hilarion right there. Okay. So, listen. So they're saying listen. I feel like this is listen to your body. Listen to what it's telling you. Listen to, like, do you have, when you eat something, does it take a long time to digest? When you drink alcohol, is it making you feel shitty? Is it giving you brain fog? Is it making you feel hungover? Then stop drinking it. Then stop eating that thing that's giving you that rash or that sensitivity. Or stop wearing that lotion or that perfume that makes you sneeze or whatever it is. Like, listen to your body. Listen to what your body needs and give it only what it needs. This is also about listening to our intuition and seeing things clearly through the listening. And I feel like more of you are trusting your intuition at this time, the truth. And see, she's cutting through the truth here. You see the sword cutting through? And this is the clarity. This is like hearing the truth, really listening to it, that's coming for a lot of you. Some of you might already even have got it through this eclipse. Some of you, it might just still be coming on its way. Remember I said weeks ago, I said you're going to know what your twin flame, your perceived twin flame connection is. You're going to know by August, I said. And here we go again. Drink more water. I feel like a lot of this is around your health and healing and higher vibrational habits within your body. We see this card almost every freaking week. You guys know that. It's been the last 4 readings she's come up. Ocean. So again, this is like listening to your body and up-leveling your habits. So this is what they're saying. You're seeing the situation accurately. That means, like, when you get the clarity, don't doubt it. Like, you have seen it. So some of you start questioning things because you're coming from a state of fear, from your own fears. And then it's hard to discern, well, what's my intuition? Well, what's not, you know? And it's like when you're in a state of trust and you're listening to your intuition, you're going to know what's what. And I even said in the last reading or the last few readings, I've been saying, many of you are not going to feel the need to seek out readers come August, because at least for validation of your connections. I want to work with you guys in readings and everything, and I want you to come because it helps you. Readings can always help you validate things that you already knew, clarify things, give you guidance, help you navigate. That's what we want for you. But if you've been seeking out readings to know what's what and to know who's who and to figure out what the connection is, you're not going to need to do that anymore. You're going to be, I feel like, a lot of you listening to yourself, and you're going to see it clearly for yourself. So if you seek out a reading, it's going to be more for your own navigation of the journey rather than trying to extract from someone else the guidance of what's what and who's who, because you're already going to know that. So there's a lot that's coming to light right now. And so trust your intuition, trust your knowing, trust that what you're seeing it clearly and accurately. On the bottom of this deck is, look at that, trust, Vishnu. That's what we're saying. Can't even make this stuff up, right? So trust, 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 trust. I don't need to explain that because basically that was just a validation of what I was just saying. So let's go to the archangels. Okay, so they're saying clear your space. So it's Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of your clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. So, I feel like when you get the clarity, it's time to make the space, and the way we make the space for the new, because the clarity is going to show you also what the illusion is, what's not working. It's going to open the space for new to come into your life. It's going to open the space for you to move forward. Maybe you have a twin flame returning to your life, and you'll know that also. You may need to get ready. You may need to clear your space. You may need to welcome somebody new in. You may need to welcome someone who's returning in. You may need to just clear your space and declutter just so that you can get refocused on your projects and the things that you want to work on moving forward. But this would be a good time to clear your space. So some of you are going to go through a career transition, and I feel like this is really next 6 months for most people. It could be now, it could be December, it could be January. But there's something that's starting to happen now. There's a desire. Some of you might take a leave of absence. You might travel for work. You might go abroad and work for a year, 6 months or something. I'm getting that for someone. I'm also getting some of you maybe taking like a leave. Some of you just getting on a more real career path that's more aligned with your mission and your purpose. There's a transition coming. Many of you are either planning it right now, or the desire is coming in. And they're seeing whatever it is. The gifts from God are, we angels bring you gifts from your creator. Once, open your arms to receive. And I feel like you're going to be supported in these transitions, is what they're saying. And even if a transition is coming and you don't expect it and you're not planning it, it's coming unexpectedly, because that sure as heck can happen in eclipse season. And it's going to be a gift. So trust that. So wherever you fall in that spectrum, and also like even those of you who are on your mission already and on a clearly defined path, like you might have a transition into even something deeper, or like another sector of what you're doing in another area. I really feel like this is across the board for everyone, but in very different contexts for each person, and each group of people, depending upon where you're at. Some of you, it's leaving like a more traditional job and going into a more heart-centered space. Some of you, it's taking leave of absence so you can figure things out. Some of you are going abroad to find out what that mission and heart-centered space is for you. There's all different scenarios, but I do feel no matter what, these are gifts, and the universe is going to support you. So don't fear. The victory card just popped out, so that's saying you will be successful. And compassion just tumbled out. So Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all of the people involved, including yourself. So I feel like this is around clarity that we're going to receive around our path, our mission, our twin flames. No matter what, they're saying don't burn bridges, keep things open, keep things in a loving space, because even as things end or old doors close, it's like all about keeping that higher vibration of compassion and oneness. And you doing this, you being able to do this, to hold that compassion, to hold that love despite outcomes, despite, old doors closing and whatnot. Whether that's for a boss, a work situation, a twin flame, a soul connection, whatever it is, like that's showing your more healed state, that you're able to hold that vibration. A lot of times when things end or things don't go the way we wanted, we feel bitter, we feel rejected. It's all the fears, the wounding coming up. And I feel like this is you healing through the wounding. And you guys, if you need help with that, don't forget, you can come to me for soul coaching. This is what I help you do, is work through the fears and clear it out and get into a state of alignment so that you can practice this type of self-love and universal compassion for all. And that's going to help you navigate all of your situations, all of your different life scenarios, not just your twin flame connection. And there you go, prosperity. So this is coming. This is coming with trusting and this transition and, clearing the space for the new. You've got wealth coming. You've got prosperity. You've got abundance. And the more you make peace with everything along the way, the more things are just going to keep opening and opening. But if you resist and you bring the fears in and the wounded energy and the energy of the past in, it's going to block you. So open up to the abundance that's coming in. I feel this is a very positive message about these changes in this like new energy that's coming in, the way that we're moving forward. You'll be rewarded. So I'm going to put these up here. Okay. And bottom of the deck, I flipped it. It's passion. So this is, again, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. And so that is a beautiful message to further validate what we just saw in the cards, right? So this is about, you're going to be rewarded as you follow your passions and trust, okay? I'm going to put the rose quartz on here for our passions and our love life, since Mother Mary was talking about this. Okay. All right. So let's go to a tarot reading. This is my deck that I always have trouble shuffling because it's so damn big. So my hands are so little. So bear with me. I'm going to shuffle in stages here. Okay, so someone's jumping out already. A couple cards are jumping out. All right, let's see who's here. Okay, so we have for the masculine, we're having the page of water in reverse. So this is about the masculine still maturing and still working on the self-mastery, especially when it comes to his emotional tides from within. There's still a maturation going on. You might see the masculine and go, okay, there's been no change. He's still selfish. He's still being manipulative. He's still being, some of the divine feminine might be getting that message at this time. But I think the change is happening. It's just happening more organically and more behind the scenes. And it's not all integrated yet for many of the masculine. So if you're seeing something that feels like a lack of maturity, selfishness, that type of stuff, like, he's still kind of fighting with himself a little bit. And I feel like a lot of this is going to be resolved over the next few months. Not that he'll make a total transformation, but for some people, for some masculine, like, there's going to be, like, remember what I've been saying in the past few readings, like, it's going to be like a recognition of what's really important, where he hasn't realized that in the past. There's been more of like a selfish focus and, with blinders on and denied aspects, and he's going to kind of lift out of that and see a bigger picture as well. So, but this is something that is definitely coming up that we're going to be shown in the 3D that might not look so great to us. And also that the masculine might be struggling with from within right now. It's just that is just the truth, is just seeing the truth of who he is and what's happened, what's transpired, taking responsibility for himself. There could be some denial of that right now. So just be aware of that. For the feminine, we're getting the love card, which is pretty much like the strength card. And this is a 6. And it's coming in reverse. And I just feel like, the feminine wants to be loved. She wants to be coddled. She's more ready to receive love than she ever has been. I think where it's coming up in reverse, it's more around this expectation of how love is going to show up for her that needs to be released, because really love is going to show up in all different ways when you just allow yourself to open to it. So if you're feeling exhausted from the journey or like worn out, like I just want the twin flame, or I just want the love of my life, I feel like it's more love and coddle yourself and release expectation around how the love is going to show up. Okay. And the combined energy 3 of water. So this is more about celebrating your uniqueness, celebrating your individuality, and celebrating your feminine energy for both the masculine and the feminine. They're saying like even when the tides are turning from within, we can still celebrate and find joy and uplift and connect with others. And it's really important that you do that at this time, because I think in the connecting with others, even if it's sometimes when we're like waiting for that big thing, that person to return, that love of our lives, you might hermit or shy away from connection. And I feel like this is a time to gather with your tribe, to connect with strangers, to connect with people, to create connection, to create joy, to celebrate. And that's actually going to take the pressure off of any expectations you have. And it's also going to show you love comes through in all forms. It comes through in all different ways. Support and love comes through strangers. It comes through all different ways. And you've got to get into the mode of not only self-celebrating, self-loving yourself, but just getting into the mode of receiving love from all areas. This is, again, Mother Mary's message to us at the beginning. It's like allowing it in, not blocking it out because you're waiting for that one thing or that one person. It's like allowing it in from all angles, and that's going to welcome in everything else. And it'll welcome in your unions and reunions with your twin flames and soul connections. So okay, so for the masculine, we have 2 of air. This is the stuff that I was telling you about that he's been kind of not wanting to see within himself, and the truth is going to come through. The blinders are going to come off. There's going to be a revelation that he has from within that is going to help him transform in the 3D plane. But it might not look like that just yet. So give it some time, and also know that the masculine is working on this. The blinders are still on to some extent. That's why we have this maturation happening and this sort of, but there's truth coming, and he's going to face himself at a greater level. And for the feminine, we have the King of Water in reverse. And I feel like this is, mastering your emotions, and it's also coming up from the sleepy state, where our emotions kind of weight us down. You see the King of Water here is, he's ready, he's stable, he's grounded, he's taking action, and he's reaching out to receive something, or he's moving forward, all balanced within the emotional waters. And I feel like here we're seeing where our emotions have kind of weighed us down, and maybe where we're waiting and it's kind of like we're waiting on one thing. And they're saying, when you don't wait on one thing and you just embody love and you master your emotions, they're wanting us to just move forward. And as you balance your masculine and feminine energies, you're going to be able to move forward in an emotional balance, but also like being able to take action and not waiting and not feeling like, not hermiting, not feeling weighed down, not feeling exhausted. I feel a renewed sense of energy coming in through this card, especially from an emotional level. Like it's like almost like our emotions were making us sleepy before, weighing us down. And this could be because you're more connected to what you desire. You're more open to anything showing up for you, and what's in alignment for you. You're more connected to your passions. This is about the passions, getting hooked up to the passions again. Not just the attachment to the one thing, but the everything that makes you tick, and everything that makes you thrive, and everything that makes your heart open and makes you happy. Okay. And then under the 3 of water for the combined energy is the 10 of air in reverse. So that's what that card looks like upright. This is letting the past go to embody, like truly embody. Embody is a big word. To embody oneness, openness, connection. This is where the hurts of the past have weighed us down, and now I see us flying, soaring, connecting, spreading our wings in a new way. This also feels like there's some sort of a communication that is going to come through for some of the twin flames. Like there's a group of you that you're going to have communication that's going to serve as like a closure. And it's going to enable you to move forward either way. And the bottom of this deck is Empress. So again, we have like this King of Water and then the Empress card. And I do feel like this is all about, always about our masculine and feminine balance. And the way we balance our masculine and feminine energies is through clearing the fear. There's no other way to do it. It's just a natural byproduct. It's not like we can try to balance your masculine. You could try to balance your masculine and feminine energies all you want all day long. But if you have residual fear because of subconscious wounding, traumas, programming, it's going to be hard for you to keep those in balance. Like maybe easy in everyday life, but hard when you'll get triggered or whatever that is. So remember that this balance, this stepping into your divine feminine energy, your truth, your ability to receive, your openness, and still taking action, and still moving forward, and still carving the path for yourself, that's huge right now. We're being asked to do that. So let's go to, I pulled the Sonia Choquette's Ask Your Guides deck. So this is more about like messages from perhaps your personal guides rather than the Archangels and masters. Let's get some clarifiers on these messages for masculine, feminine, and combined energies. Again, we're seeing the victory card in a different deck. So again, I feel like this is, you're going to be successful and moving forward. Feel it more for the feminine too, like just letting go of the heaviness. We're getting the death card for the masculine. So, all right, so death card. This is a part of himself that's dying. This is a part of his inner self. The devil, the demon, the denied aspects, the denial. This is dying, and it's going to enable him to see the truth and take the blinders off and also step forward in a new way. So in a more transformed way. They are showing me, this is a 30 card, and we've had a lot of 3 energy here. The Empress is 3, the combined 3 of water. But I just specifically, they showed me the month that has 30 days. And I was like, well, July and August don't have 30 days. September does. So they're saying that this is transformation that's happening now. That's going to continue through the end of September for the masculine. It's more of an ego death. There's more ego that's dying off within him. For whatever reason, that might be through soul lessons, through karmic lessons, through just the consciousness shifting and him just realizing things. Things are going to be shown to him more clearly in terms of what's important, and also his truth and the part or the role that he's played in the denial of his happiness. Again, victory for, we saw this kind of pop out in another deck. I feel like it's more for the feminine. This is you taking action and having helpers, having support, the stars aligning. This is coming out of a sleepy state, getting things going again, getting excited towards a new direction, and like it just like falling into place. And this is very positive, feminine, for you. The bottom of the deck is in reverse, celebration, your joy guides. Again, this is like that 3 of water. Come together, celebrate yourself. Do the things that bring you joy. So we're not allowing ourselves enough of that, and we need to do more of it, okay? And then just a few clarifiers from the Christina Georgieva deck. Christina's having these cards printed in a new, in a second version, and they're going to be even better. I can't wait to see them. And when I have them in my physical hands, I'll share where you can purchase them. I think right now it's on lilwanderer.com. I love these cards, but in the future it'll be on Christina's website. And I'm not sure what that URL is, either ChristinaGeorgieva.com or I'll announce it when I get the new cards. But basically they're going to be like this, but even better. And I love these little cards. This is called the Universal Oracle deck. Okay, so self-worth. I feel like this is coming out for the masculine. Feminine balance. So, self-worth, masculine. They're saying a lot of the behaviors, the demons, the reason why the blinders are on are just because there's deep insecurity. Around being able to step up, do it on your own, clear the path, leave the karmic, still receive love. This is him clearing some codependency so that he can get rid of codependent relationships in his life and so that he can release codependency. So that's a huge message that's coming through. So that makes a lot of sense of what's dying. So that's what it feels like. That's the clarity on that. It could be just codependency of fear. It could be someone that's codependent on him, that's keeping him stuck. It could be his codependency on others or his codependency on a job or work or whatever that is because he feels like he can't do it on his own or he can't, whatever it is, there's a dependency. It could be a dependency on, we've seen this before, like addiction, that type of stuff where there's a self-love, there's a truth that's coming through around that for him, that he's going to start to break some of these habits and be able to make some real changes in his life over the next few months, I feel. Balance for the feminine. So this is like she's finding the balance between her masculine and feminine energies. She's finding the balance between rest and action, and it's creating victory. Like there's no more like, oh, I'm going to hermit for 7 months and then, oh, I'm going to feel so deprived. I'm going to feel so disconnected. Or I'm going to go all the way into my feminine energy and not take any action. That's all coming to an end. I feel the feminine moving forward where she's like, okay, I need to rest. Okay, now I need to go. Okay, now I need to connect. And she's really listening to herself. And now I need to take action. And I'm taking inspired action. And this is going to create a lot more balance in her life than you all have had probably over the past year with some of these really heavy emotional cycles. So that's clearing too, which is going to create more momentum in your life in return and like more prosperity, things, stars aligning, things lining up for you. All right, so 2 came out for the combined energies. We have innocence and guidance in reverse. So this is about new information coming in, you listening to the guidance, the new information, and this innocence card is about trusting, being vulnerable and pure. So I feel like maybe we're having trouble trusting the guidance that's coming in for us. And, oh yeah, we didn't look at this card. The suffering card had come in for the combined energy. So when you're not listening, you're contributing to your suffering. That's one thing I'll say. That message around listen to yourself, see the situation accurately via your intuition, via trust. When we're not allowing ourselves to see the truth or to let go of the pain and suffering, the things of the past that have hurt us, so that we can move into a time of joy and celebration and purity and openness and welcoming in the new, we will be held back, we'll be stuck. So this is really a reminder to listen, to let go, to release, to allow, to trust. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. I love you. Again, if you want to book a session, work with me, donate to the channel, you can do so on spiritualmaterialgirl.com. And one more reminder, you guys, 2 more reminders. Free conference call on July 24th. Don't forget that. Mark your calendars. It's next week. If you guys don't get the information already from me, you want to get on my email list, just go to the website, scroll to the bottom, enter your email address, and then you'll get the information for that free call on the 24th. And then secondly, my retreat, I don't know why, but several people have registered, not given deposits. I can't hold your reservations without the deposit. So I still have 3 spots open. So 3 spots open. If you guys want to book, please do so now. I'll be closing reservations and registration by the end of July. It's going to be an amazing retreat. Check it out on my website. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.